I want you guys to let me know, what unit do you want? What LR would you love to see for part 2 of this worldwide celebrations? Personally, I do think there's quite a few possibilities, and in this video specifically, I have 2 ideas I want to share with you. I would love for you guys to let me know what you think about those 2 ideas. But again, before we hop into it, let me know in the comment section below, what LRs do you want to see for part 2? I'd love to see what you guys have to say. And of course, while you're down there, if you are new to the channel and you're excited for these part 2 LRs, make sure to subscribe. I really do appreciate all the love and support. Road to 13K, only you guys can make that possible. Let's hop straight into this. So this is the Planet Namek Saga category, right? And one thing you see immediately is that there's only one super class LR, which I don't think is really a great thing. So one of these LRs I have up here are going to be a super class unit. But first, I do think one of the good possibilities is going to be a Dirty Fireworks Vegeta. Okay, I did change these stats here. So, I mean, I'll read them to you in a second. But I do think Dirty Fireworks Vegeta definitely deserves an LR. If not Dirty Fireworks Vegeta, I could actually end up, or I would love to see a ZENKAI Vegeta, right? A Vegeta who gets blasted by Krillin, Dende comes in, heals him up, and he thinks he's like the legendary Super Saiyan, right? And then still gets bodied, but you get the point, right? So let's move into my first idea here. This is not my favorite, by the way, but this is just my first idea. We have Vegeta, you know, Dirty Fireworks Vegeta, Planet Namek Saga, or Dragon Ball Seekers category, key for 150% to all stats. So leader skill, in my opinion, is definitely really good. It's just buffing 2 already existing categories, which is how things should be, in my opinion. Then we have the super attack. His 12 key is going to greatly raise defense, cause colossal damage with a great chance of stunning, which I think is very, very powerful. And then his 18 key causes mega colossal damage to enemy with a great chance of performing critical hit. So this is the best chance of critting that we've seen from a super attack ability specifically, right? STR Super Vegeta has a guaranteed crit from his passive, but the only units who have you know, chance to crit from their super attacks, I believe, is like the 6-year LRs, and one other unit, I believe. I forgot who has that ability, but I think great chance is definitely the highest we've seen so far, and it's going to allow this guy to hit pretty hard. Passive skill, attack and defense plus 100% at the start of turn, and then reduces damage received by 20% before attacking. So this guy is definitely going to be your slot 1 unit. Maybe not initially, because he only has 100% defense immediately, but again, remember, he is greatly raising his defense. So his defense is going to get very, very good very, very quickly, on top of already having 20% damage reduction in that first slot, which makes him a slot 1 unit in this difficult content, right? Performs an additional super attack for 3 attacking turns from the start of battle. So of course, I want this guy to rack up that defense quickly. So for the first 3 attacking turns, or for the first 3 times this guy's on rotation, he's going to perform an additional super attack, which is going to help him greatly raise his defense. So basically, for the first 3 attacking turns, you want to go and shoot for this 12 key, because if you get this 12 key with his normal attack, he's guaranteed to do it again, which means it's 2 great defensive raises, which is again going to make this guy's defense shoot up very, very quickly. But again, it's only for 3 attacking turns. After that, your defense should be high enough to where you're taking a decent, I would say after 6, let's just say you only get the 12 key for the first 3 attacking turns, right? That means you're guaranteed to get an additional 12 key for the first 3 attacking turns. That's 6 times you're going to greatly raise your defense within the first 3 attacking turns. Your defense is going to be very, very high, right? Even though it's 100%, this guy will have LR stats, and you have to factor in the 20% damage reduction he gets in that first slot before he attacks, okay? Key plus 1 up to 5, and attack plus 20% up to 100% with each attack received. So the reason why, I mean, he's going to be hitting very hard, because again, 100% attack here, 2 additional super attacks here, and then 100% attack there. Again, when he blew up Kui, or whatever his name is, that was a very, you know, good sign of how much power, or how powerful this guy was. So I definitely wanted to make him very, very strong offensively. He gets 2 key, an additional 50% defense when facing a Planet Namek Saga category enemy. I wasn't going to add this in, but then I remembered that the Collection of Epic Battles event actually has all Planet Namek Saga category enemies, so you could easily see this in there. So he's actually going to start off with 150% defense, 20% damage reduction, and greatly raising his defense. So he's going to be very good defensively, but of course, it's going to depend on him facing a Planet Namek Saga category enemy. And then he has one of the best abilities in the game, foresees all enemy super attacks when an enemy is in attack down, defensive down, stunned, or seal status. But pay attention to my wording here, right? I said foresees all enemy super attacks when an enemy, just one enemy. So again, if you're an SBR and one of the enemies is in the attack down, defensive down status, anything like that, you're going to be able to see all super attacks from all enemies. Keep that in mind, okay? And again, it's sealed, stunned, defensive down, or attack down. So, I mean, if you stun with your 12th key, there you go. You know what I'm saying? And again, you're going to have units that are able to do this, maybe with specific links that can lower attack or defense. I know solid support is a link that actually lowers defense, I believe it is. But again, whether you have another unit who can lower attack and defense or whatever the case is, being able to see enemy super attacks for as long as the battle, you know, is going on, as long as you can have one of these attributes done, is going to allow you. I mean, I just think forcing super attacks is just a very powerful ability, especially in things like SBR or Extreme SBR. Imagine hopping in to Extreme SBR with 100% defense, 20% damage reduction, which again, 100% isn't that great, but 20% damage reduction. And as long as any of the enemies have their, or any of these stats lowered, you're going to be able to see all super attacks, which is going to allow you to, you know, play your rotation the best way possible. So keep that in mind. This is my idea though, for a Dirty Fireworks Vegeta. You guys can let me know what you think. But my next idea here is something I like a little bit more, okay? And I do think it's definitely needed, especially on the super class side of things. And let's just move on to that right now. Now, I know you see Vegeta here, but let's just use our imagination. Let me actually pull up this image. Boom, there you go. Let's just pretend that this is an LR Gohan and Krillin from Planet Namek, okay? I know there's no Gohan and Krillin unit in the game, not that I could find at least. So I just pulled this image up. Let's just pretend that this is the image. Let's just rock with it, okay? So they lead Planet Namek Saga category key +4 and 177% to all stats. Yes, it's a very, very, very powerful leader skill, but look at this category. I think it could use it, even though this Goku, where is the LR Goku, right? Even though this guy's on the category, which I understand, right? He's very, very good. But you know who else is really good? LR AHLUI Goku, and he's under 177% leader skill. There is no doubt that Rep Sub Universe 7 is better than this category. So I do think this category definitely deserves it, and I do think Krillin and Gohan are two units that definitely deserve to give that, you know, a leader skill of that magnitude. Or super class, key +3 and 150% to all stats. So this guy is a very good super class lead, new meta I think for super class. And of course, Planet Namek Saga is going to be a very, very powerful thing as well. Dude, imagine running Gohan and Goku. Dude, you know what? I just realized you could actually run this new Piccolo, because this new Piccolo, he also supports his category. Under 177% leader skill, he's going to be looking pretty good, I think. Anyways, let's just continue moving on here. His 12th key, he does stack defense, cause colossal damage to enemy, and seals enemy super attack, which I think is very good. 18 key, greatly raises attack for 3 turns, causes colossal damage to enemy, and greatly lowers attack. He does not cause mega colossal damage to enemy, which is fine, but he does do greatly raises attack for 3 turns. So he could be hitting pretty hard, but let's just look at his passive really quick. He gets attack and defense plus 120% at the start of turn. Attack plus 30% when performing an ultra super attack. So you want to get that 18 key, and if you do, you're going to be getting extra attack here, plus greatly raising your attack for 3 turns. Again, he's going to be hitting very, very hard. Key +3, and performs a critical hit when facing an extreme class enemy. So as long as you're facing, you know, like a Freezer or something, or Bojack, or any extreme class unit, you're going to be performing a guaranteed critical hit. And the reason why his attack is quote-unquote so low here, and the reason why this attack buff is on the 18 key, not the 12 key, is because he has this guaranteed chance to crit, right? Which is going to be very powerful. So I wanted to make sure that he's not at like that OP or that strong at the start of turn to allow this guaranteed crit to just be more balanced, right? Then he gets 3 key and 60% to attack when facing an enemy whose name includes Frieza. So if you're facing a Frieza unit specifically, you're gonna have 180% attack, guaranteed crit, an additional 30% attack when performing a super attack, and of course, greatly raising attack for 3 turns. I'm telling you, this Gohan and Krillin unit are going to be hitting very, very, very hard, but the conditions are very specific, okay? Planet Namek Saga category allies 2 key and 20% to attack and defense. The reason why I did this is because their links may not work the greatest with the units on this category, right? They may not work the greatest with this new Piccolo. They may not work the greatest with STR Namek Goku. They may not work the greatest with the new LR Goku, right? Or even something like AGL Male, right? So I understand that, and that's the reason why I went ahead and gave them a support ability, allow everyone else on rotation to get additional attack and defense, plus 2 key to make sure that linking won't be really much of an issue. Then the next ability here is something that I really, really, really like, okay? So, all allies, key +1, and attack, all allies key +1 and 10% damage reduction when the team includes a Planet Namek Saga category ally whose name includes Goku, okay? So, looking at this category, you have this free-to-play Goku, which makes this perfectly okay, because you can still get this off with a free-to-play Goku on the team. But, dude, giving everyone key and 10% damage reduction, everyone on the team. So even when he's not on rotation, everyone is going to have that as long as there's a Goku on the team, right? Everyone is going to experience that. So the reason why I think this is super powerful is because, look, imagine Tech Piccolo. Tech Piccolo is a unit who needs help defensively. I have him rainbowed. He's not linked level 10 for me, but he gets up to like 170k-ish defense when he's completely maxed out, which is pretty good. But I think he still needs a little bit more support. So giving him 10% damage reduction isn't the craziest thing in the world, but it's definitely going to help him out. On top of the fact that Gohan and Krillin are giving him an additional 20% defense. So 20% defense and 10% damage reduction, I think that's very, very, very good. Giving someone like this new Goku 10% damage reduction while he's stacking defense on his 12th key. I mean, this guy doesn't really need it, but on rotation with this, Gohan and Krillin here. I know the image is still up when I'm flipping these things, so just bear with me for now. But I understand that like this Goku, we all know this Goku doesn't need it. But Gohan and Krillin giving him 20% to attack and defense, 2 key, 10% damage reduction. He's gonna be looking like that little buff could make him look a little better than Frieza. But remember, Frieza is also accessing that buff because it's not. Well, I mean, if Frieza is on the team when Goku's on the team, then yeah, Frieza will also have that buff. So this is a very, very, very powerful unit in my opinion, and I think it's perfect for a Part 2 LR. You guys could let me know what you think. I would love to see a Gohan and Krillin like this in the game, and since they do stack defense, they're going to be good defensively as well. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.